Welcome to the Victor Okoruwa Human Experience Podcast. Here, we share stories that touch our hearts, challenging our thinking, and open our eyes to see the world differently. From personal journeys to powerful conversations, this is a space for truth, empathy, and reflection. Because every story matters, and every human experience has the power to change us. Your host, Victor Okoruwa. Let's dive in.
If I give you a visa today, a job that pays 5 times your salary, stable light, security, predictable policies, would you leave Nigeria tomorrow? Be honest. No species, no patriotism, no pressure. Would you pack your bags? Because right now, in almost every Nigerian family, someone is planning an exit. Suitcases are being bought, IELTS exams are being written, goodbyes are being whispered. Japa is no longer slang, it is strategy, it is survival, it is hope. But here's the uncomfortable question. Are we running towards opportunity or running away from a broken system? And if the best minds keep living, what happens to the country they leave behind? This is not a judgment episode. This is an honest conversation. I am your host, Victor Okoruwa, and today we are going deep. What Japa really means. For those outside Nigeria, Japa simply means to run, to leave, to relocate quickly. But in today's Nigeria, Japa is no longer slang. It is a strategy, it's a dream for some, it's survival. Doctors are leaving, nurses are leaving, tech professionals are leaving, students are leaving, families are separating. Airports have become emotional space, tears, hugs, promise to come back soon. But again, the question remains, are people running towards opportunity or running away from frustration? The escape plan argument. Let's be honest, many who leave are not foolish, they are strategic. They see better healthcare system, stable electricity, predictable policies, security, strong currency, structured economy. If you are a young professional and another country offers you 5 times your salary, reliable infrastructure, security for your children, is that betrayal or is that wisdom? Nobody wants to struggle unnecessarily. Nobody wants to raise children in uncertainty. From that angle, Japan makes sense. But here's the painful side. Why do so many feel they must leave just to breathe? When doctors trained in Nigeria prefer to serve abroad, when first-class graduates immediately search for visa sponsorship, when young people say there is no future here, that is not just migration. That is a vote of no confidence. It forces uncomfortable questions. Why is basic infrastructure still unstable? Why do policies change without warning? Why do entrepreneurs struggle with electricity more than competition? Why does merit sometimes lose to connection? If millions are planning exit route, what does that say about the system? The economical cost of Japan. Now, let's talk about what people don't post on Instagram. Relocation is not always a soft life. It is starting all over, loneliness, cultural shock, working multiple jobs, missing weddings, funerals, birthdays. Some people abroad are surviving, not thriving. Some cannot return home easily because pride won't allow it. Some are building wealth quietly. Some are silently depressed. We must stop romanticizing relocation as automatic success. The tension. Here is the truth. Both things can be correct at the same time. Yes, some people are making smart escape plans, and yes, the system has serious structural weakness. But here is the deeper question. If all the skilled, educated, disciplined people leave, who stays to fix what is broken? And on the other hand, is it fair to expect individuals to sacrifice their life for patriotism? That is the tension. That is the dilemma. Personal responsibility versus national responsibility. Maybe the real conversation is not stay or leave. Maybe the real conversation is, if you stay, what are you building? If you leave, what are you contributing? Because geography alone does not determine impact. You can build a global business from Nigeria as well, send investment back home from abroad, create jobs, influence policies, educate others. The problem is not movement. The problem is disconnection. The deeper issue, Japa is not just about relocation, it is about hope. People move when hope reduces. If system inspire confidence, fewer people run. If leadership build trust, fewer people escape. But until then, individuals will continue to choose survival over settlement. And honestly, it's hard to blame them. So let me ask you again. If you had the opportunity today, would you Japa? And if you did, will you come back? Not the politically correct answer, your honest answer. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a mature conversation. No insults, no emotional attack, just honesty. I am Victor Okoruwa, and I will see you in the next episode.
Thank you for joining the Victor Okoruwa Human Experience podcast. I hope today's story touched your heart, challenged your perspective, or reminded you of the power of our shared human journey. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and join in again next time as we explore more stories that shape the way we see the world. Your host, Victor Okoruwa, and until we meet again, keep living, keep learning, and keep embracing the human experience.